Hello, my friends. Now, in this problem, we're going to be looking at equations and determining are they true or false. Select all equations that are true. Now, you may think that we have to do this by adding up all the values on the left and all the values on the right and making sure they are equal. That is what has to be true, right? Both sides have to be equal for the equation to be true. But I think there might be a more efficient way to do this than just adding up all the values. Let's jump in and look at it together. So if I'm looking at A, on the left, I see 530. Well, on the right, I see 500 plus 30. So those are equal. Then I see 20 plus 10, and on the right, I see 30. So it's just been rearranged, right? And the numbers have been decomposed a different way, but they do equal the same value. Now let's look at B. On the left, I see 530. On the right, well, I see 530. But then on the left, I see 20 plus 10, and I have 50 here. Those are not equal. So that's not true. Let's look at the next one. I see 530 on the left. On the right, I see 500 plus 30. That's good. But wait, now I see 50 plus 20, and I only have 20 here. Those are not equal. Let's look at D. Okay, I have 530 on the left. Okay, well, I see a 500 here, but what about the 30? Well, if I added this 30 and this 20, what would I get? I would get 50. I see that here. And then I have 70 and 70. So the values are equal. Now listen, you can always, if you're checking yourself, you can always add them up and make sure they equal the same thing. So that one is true. Let's look at the last one. I see 530 and 530. That's good. Now look, I have 30. Well, I know that 30 is 15 plus 15. And then I have this 30. That's equal to 15 plus 15. So that is true. So I think that's a lot faster than trying to add all those values up, isn't it? All right, friends, thanks so much for joining me. Come back again and we'll work together on another problem. I'll see you soon.